I'm recording. Yeah, and you can hear me. It should be able to. Okay. Well, I know I'm just in a training way because I was just messing around with this beauty of a gun. Which unfortunately also you can't actually use a zoom in on this, but whatever. So I was messing around in training way. Like, you know what? I'm gonna hit the purple in the training way just to see what's in it. And look at what I get in a training weight. 2 spills. What type of... a lot of A... Yeah, a decent amount of AP. M1 sats... No, like... And like what? What did it... 100,000 dollar poker sep. Like, wait. Like, why must you do this to me, game? Why? Like... I give it to you. But if I was to run away right now and hit this exact fucking VOD, there's no way I could get above. Like, this is the best VOD I have ever hit. But it's in a training weight. Now, like, the only upside of it is that it's like basically the end of wipe, so it's going to wipe pretty soon in the game. Oh my goodness, that gun sounds so fucking good. The sound of that, the spiel going off is just such a nice fucking gun. The only thing that is nice about that, the only is that I do already have a decent amount of spills, and it's December, almost Christmas time. So wipe is probably going to happen pretty soon. I imagine it's probably going to happen after Christmas or right around Christmas time. You know, that way you can get all the people that gets the game or get the new VR headsets or whatever on Christmas. They can get this game and all that stuff, and then they can actually, you know, that's probably when it's going to happen. So... not that bad. Though if I would have gotten that VOD in a training weight at the first day of wipe, oh my. That would be so heartbreaking. Also, in my opinion, you should be able to just buy this. Like, you should be able to buy this OMZ. Like, give me one reason why you should be able to buy this OMZ. Like, the only, like, it's not a OP gun. At all. It's not. Like, my experience with the gun, my friend's experience with that gun, and my experience when other people have shot me with the gun, like, it is a bad gun. Most, like, the people that I've seen, like, it just, there's... Okay. The thing that annoys me, this is the only OMZ that you can buy. Like, this is the only OMZ, and the whole point of the OMZ is being able to weigh down suppressive firepower, which was, let's face it, This does not solve the purpose of a LMZ. To be quite honest, this would be more like a fucking DMR. There's a full auto DMR. It would be up closer to an LMZ. I mean, I guess if you put like a drum mag on it and have like 100 rounds, it might be, but no. And the thing is, like I just want a LMZ that I can go in with and have fun with, and that's the M249. I believe is what it's called. Don't hit me if I get wrong. But there's so many barrel guns in the game that like any other gun that's a fountain weight OE gun is actually kind of OP. Like the bots guns and all that stuff, minus the Fitz Quartet, gun, but that is it's just a skin for a gun that you can already buy. And also, this, to be quite honest, this right here actually is a better LMZ than especially this with the big stand drum mag is actually a better LMZ. Heck, the AK Alpha, it would make a better LMZ than this. Into board. Not in real life, but into board. Like, well, I mean, okay. I guess maybe on most, like, close corner maps, it might not be that bad, but on Island of Tabor, it sucks. Okay? Be quite honest, basically every 5.56 weapon sucks on the Island of Tabor map. I mean, when you're dealing with lanes, like the only thing that this LMZ does is just give you the ability to send rounds down lanes fast and hopefully suppress the enemy. But like, to be quite honest, if anything, the AMW should be a fountain weight OE gun, and this should be a gun you can buy. The AMW is a better gun. You know what is actually a better? The FAL. You can buy the FAL, but you can't buy this. I explain that the FAL, probably the best gun. I'm gonna say the FAL or the FAL, whatever I just call it. It's probably the best gun in the game that you can buy. The best gun in the game, the best actual gun is probably the Spear. Due to just how much it weighs, like it's a heavy head, or it doesn't affect your movement, compared to the Barrett. Yeah, it's just. I don't. What the hell am I trying to hide on me? I don't understand why you can buy the FAL. Heck, the FAL is OP. The AS Valve is dope. The AS Valve close range is so much better than that. Like, there are so many better guns. Like, basically almost every single gun in the game does the job. Like, I don't think this gun is the best gun in EE category, no matter how you look at it. Like, in terms of using an LMZ, like, let's just not take into account these LMZs or the collector LMZ. Like, let's just take into account the guns that you can buy versus this. Okay, well, let's just say, for for Wayne's damage. FAL is better, but Z3 is better. Okay, what about full auto ability? Right here. AK 5C. As for the big quite honest, also the FAL. As for the be honest, the FAL does everything better compared to that. It can have full auto abilities, semi-auto. It can be dead accurate, long range, deadly close corners. The only thing that it doesn't have for it is the high mag capacity. But to be honest, it just hits so hard that you don't need 100 rounds in that gun, so it doesn't matter. This gun, you need 100 rounds to be able to, you know. It just doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense to me why this gun is a fountain weight OE gun when you can buy this, when you can buy that, when you can buy this. But when you buy this. Heck, the Spear at one point you could buy. The first ride that if they added it, you could buy it. And then they made it a fountain weight OE gun, which, yeah, I mean, I can kind of see why. But, like, what is the argument? This gun, I can definitely see the argument for making it a fountain weight OE. This gun, however, no. And the thing is annoying is, like, we don't have a good LMG in the game that you can actually just run and buy. Like I want a LMG that I can just go in with to have fun. I don't have to, care about, like, if I was to go in, like this is a boss LMG. So, if I'm going to go in with this one, I'm probably going to go in more mask geared with better armor and all that stuff. And I'm going to probably play more carefully. But, like, the thing is, like, if I were to just goof off of the game and have fun, what does it say if I were to goof off while I'm just sniping or just trying to get better at sniping? I could just go in with AMWs, and if I die, it doesn't really matter. As long as the timer's up, I can just buy another one. Or heck, the 50 BMZ. If I were to get better with sniping with it, I can just buy it. But this LMG, if you were to just go in and have fun with the LMG, you're forced to just go in with a gun that you can only find in raid. And to be quite honest, it's easier to get VITs than it is to get VITs, which makes no sense because that is better in every way than this. Because VITs, you can just go and farm a bot. Like you just keep going until you just keep going more, and then you just farm the bots. If you were to do that. By the way, I have it. I've got those guns from killing players. I don't think I've killed it. Yeah, I don't have any bots kills. Funny enough, I have the gold kills, but I think that's mainly due to the physical quartets. And I just was to be honest, I don't really like fighting the bosses in the game. That could be a whole nother video on one of my favorite. Let me just say, fighting the bosses in this game kind of just it completely breaks my immersion of this game, because how much HP the bosses have and how many times you have to shoot the boss to kill it is not. It just feels completely out of place in a game like this, in my opinion. And it just breaks my immersion every single time. And I hate it, which is why I avoid going for bosses, because it's not fun. And to be quite honest, a lot of times it's really easier to kill a player that has boss skill than it is to kill the boss itself, because, well, for whatever reason, the boss has like 5 times more HP. But whatever, that's stuff, if you like the boxes, it, you're not wrong for liking them. For me, in a Witcher evac pseudo game, it just feels completely out of place, and it breaks my immersion completely having to put mags upon mags upon mags of ammo into one person to kill them. And also the fact that they don't seem effective when you're shooting them, like they don't get stunned for a second, they don't get reduced walking speed, at least to my knowledge. They have it, but like I don't like them. I think that they need. It just, But yeah. I know I've kind of gone on for a while here, but yeah. I would love someone to explain why this is a found and Wade OE gun, because like I said before, the FAL is a gun you can buy, and it does everything better than this. There was nothing that this gun does better than the FAL minus the mag capacity. It's just, and well, I guess for fire rate, but they both have full auto abilities. That the FAL can be easier to control full auto with the grip, and also because you can buy it means you can go in with it more, means that you can get more experience with it and have fun with it. With this gun, if you were to just like I said, for example, if you want to get better using the AMW, you just go in with it as many times as you fucking want, as long as you are high enough spark level and you got enough money. But if you want to have fun with this gun, you have to find it, which means you have to grind to get probably key cards, and then you have to hit key cards and be able to hopefully find it in a vault, which, might I add, this gun, in my opinion, is not a good enough gun for it to be in a purple vault or an airdrop. I don't think it should spawn in there. And the big one, if the gun is, in my opinion, so bad that I don't think it should spawn in a high tier vault, then why is it a found and Wade OE gun? Also, the thing is, I found one of these guns in Wade. What is it? This one I got from a quest line. This one I actually found. I have found more spears than I have found. Well, wait, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spears, and I just found 2 spears in one vault in a training raid. But throughout this entire while, I've only found one of these guns. And I think we can argue the spear is an OP gun, especially compared to that. So, why? Why is it so hard to find this gun? Why is it a found and Wade gun? If you were to have fun using this gun, you shouldn't have to go through the hoops of being able to find it, and then, to be quite honest, you're probably going to end up dying with it, because it's not that good of a gun, and also you're not going to have that much experience with it. But the first couple of times you go in with the AMW, there's a good likelihood that you're going to die with it. But it's just a fact that the first couple of times you go in with a new loadout, a new gun, the chances of you dying increases because your experience with the gun is completely different. Like I said, like if you are, like for example, if you're used to the M1 Sats, just semi-auto, and then you try to switch to this, which has full auto, the recoil and all that, everything's different with every gun. It is just bullshit. Like Look, I know I've been talking about this for a decent while now, but it's something that actually is just stupid in my opinion. Like I said, I found more spills. There's a time I found let's see, five, six. I found 7 spills this wipe, and I've also died to people with spills like 3 or 4 times this wipe. But I've only found one of those. Which one is better? But that like, and like you might be asking, well, if it's gun it sucks so bad, then why do you kill? It's like, well, because it's because it's a RMZ. It's a cool gun to use. It's just something that you just want to have fun with, okay? And to be quite honest, a gun like this is just a gun that you just feel like a fun gun. Or at least it should be a gun that you just go in with no matter what your load, like your armor, whatever, and you just goofing off, and then you just run around corners and you just fucking put 50 rounds into one AI just for the hell of it. But because this gun, at least in my experience, it's harder to find that than a fucking spear. So if you're going in with this, you're gonna be like you're forced to basically play like you would be going in with a spear, which will be mass killer. You're gonna be on higher what, which is stupid. That's not a gun. That's worth you fucking going over higher what for and making sure you make it back with it. It's a gun that you should be able to just go in to have fun with, and you be quite honest. You can make fun like, oh well, you could just do that with a gun, but like, I mean, we'll just be honest. Most people with a brain is not going to grab a spear off a wall and go into raid completely naked. And like this is not. It's just that most people are not going to do that, and it makes sense. That's a gun. A spear is a gun that you go in with when you're trying to hit airdrops or trying to go for like a hot this is a gun you go in with when you have a plan on something you want to do that way. This is a gun you should be able to go in with when you're just trying to have fun. And like I said, you can have fun with the spear as well, but like, I mean, it's just in the back of your mind. I mean, it's just it's common sense. If you don't want to lose things of high value, that's just, I mean, what is it like? If you were to lose a spear over losing an M4, which one are you gonna be like? Like if you just go in naked with an M4 and die, it's like, oh well, like in that situation, you're gonna be more pissed off on just having to put together another kit and taking time to just get away from the next raid. When you die with a spear, however, you'll be like, oh man, why did I say like you'll be more accept. Not, I don't think I need to explain.
Alright, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are about the M249, whether it should be found in raid only or you can buy it. Let me know what you think should happen. I am looking forward to the next wipe. I really wish it would happen today, but unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen till around Christmas time. So for obvious reasons. Um, so yep. I'm gonna try to keep this short because I've already tried to record this out for probably like 10 times, and I just don't like how the other ones turned out. So I'm gonna end it here before I ruin this outro. So bye. See you in the next one.